Do not attempt to adjust your monitors. This is an exclusive MJPL Brotherhood Bulletin. It cannot be traced, it cannot be stopped, it is the only free voice left on the internet, and if your name is Donald John Trump Sr., this is coming straight to you. Ever since you began your second presidential term, our beloved country, the United States of America, is slowly but surely going to hell in a handbasket. First, you totally dismantled the United States Agency for International Development, USAID, thus stopping all assistance to countries who were once our valuable allies. Then you made an unnecessary geographical name change. What used to be the Gulf of Mexico is now the Gulf of America. Then you split several families with your unnecessary mass deportations. Among your deportees, Kilmar Abrego Garcia, one of the multiple immigrants from El Salvador who had been wrongly deported and sent to probably the most dangerous, most unsafe prison in El Salvador. The unnamed husband of Janet Correa. This couple, along with a few friends, performed a song in support of you, and yet you thanked them by deporting Janet's husband back to Cuba. Rumisa Öztürk, her student visa was revoked for writing an op-ed criticizing her university's policy toward Israel. Badar Khansuri, a student and teacher at Georgetown who was detained but had his deportation temporarily blocked by a federal judge. Then you signed tariffs into law, thus raising prices all over the place, from milk, to eggs, to naturally grown produce, even to the housing industry. After your tariffs came what you called the Big Beautiful Bill, which would heavily affect senior citizens and other people who rely on medical assistance. In addition to your unnecessary mass deportations, you have sent the National Guard to occupy several major U.S. cities in the hopes that residents of each big city worship, praise, and otherwise kowtow to you. Then you authorize another unnecessary name change. What used to be the Department of Defense is now the Department of War. And now, you're going after late-night talk show hosts. Your first target was Stephen Colbert and his late-night show, which is scheduled to end in May 2026. The alleged reason was because of a financial decision by Paramount, the parent company of CBS. But we at the MJPL Brotherhood know the real reason, because Stephen Colbert frequently refused to praise, uplift, or otherwise kowtow to you. The same reason just recently, or in this case abruptly, applied to Jimmy Kimmel, as his show was indefinitely suspended by ABC because of some comedic comments made by Kimmel regarding you and your regime and the death of longtime ally Charlie Kirk. As we speak, this suspension is being protested by Stephen Colbert, Jay Leno, David Letterman, and numerous fans of Jimmy Kimmel. Here is the part that is really messed up. Several talk show hosts have roasted US presidents in the past with no consequences. The fact that certain talk show hosts have become your targets has only proven one thing: you are so thin-skinned that you are truly and utterly incapable of taking a joke. The suspension of Jimmy Kimmel and his late-night show is not the only target of protest. Every month, billions of people all over the United States and all around the world are protesting you and your regime. And we at the MJPL Brotherhood believe that the protests will continue until you are no longer president and James David Vance is no longer vice president of the United States. So, Donald Trump, you have two choices. Option A, realize that you are doing a horrible job as president of the United States and voluntarily step down. Option B, remain in your undeserved position and put up with protesters every single month. Either way, we the people of the United States, and the MJPL Brotherhood, will not rest until you are no longer president of the United States. This has been an exclusive MJPL Brotherhood Bulletin, in association with the Eyes Only Informant Net. God bless America. Peace out.